I got nothing. Unbelievable. I stand in your glory. But what if you're right? What if you're right? I mean, cake. Oh my God, think about cake. Good God, it's a fucking miracle. Do you ever ponder the miracle that is cake? Do you ever ponder it? It's a miracle. You've probably forgotten already, you jaded freaks. You've grown up, you got a cell phone, you're doing shit. You don't think about the glory of cake. And if you don't remember the glory of cake, go back to your first birthday. Go back. Get a picture. I guarantee you, you're covered in it. Not because you didn't know how to eat it, because you couldn't get it in you fast enough. Oh God, what hole does it go in? Jesus, I want to rub this on my chest. I want to live like this. Yes. Pudding. Or your custard. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one that you can eat and then spit out and eat it again. It's exactly the same. Whoa. I did it again. My God, you can have your pudding 9 times. And then there is the Cadbury egg. Oh, reflect upon its glory. We've only had it a few years in the States. I didn't know there was such a thing, and then I came across it, and it was unbelievable. So I'm talking to a friend of mine. This is at Christmas. And I say to him, Easter is upon us, and soon there will be Cadbury eggs. And he goes, you're a fucking mess. But then he goes on to say, I don't like them. I said, no, you don't need to talk. He says, I think they're too much. I go, stop talking. He goes, I think they're too big. He's on some fucking tear in my house, and he won't stop talking about how big they are and how they're too much and how they overshot and Cadbury should make them smaller, and why don't they make a tiny egg with the cream inside? And that's what he says. He says, I wish they made them smaller. And I'm like, stop! Can I have a wish candy genie? Because I wish they made them so big you had to punch through the chocolate shell to pull the caramel out with your fist. Nay, I wish they were so big that they opened like the hatchback of a car, and then you would get in the caramel, close the egg, eat your way out, or die! Yes! Oh, I don't just like sweet stuff. I like savory too. We have a cracker in the United States. It may be coming here soon. It's new. It's called the flip side. It's 2 crackers in one. But not 2 crackers shoved together, lasered down the middle. Now, I'm not a big cracker guy. When I was a kid, there were crackers I tried, but I didn't like them. Chicken and a biscuit. You have it? Chicken and a biscuit, you know, that's a bad cracker. Any cracker that you eat and makes you sweat, that's a bad cracker. But then my mother-in-law turned me on to this flip side cracker. I'd never had such a thing. I snapped it off in my mouth. Oh, I didn't have words. I didn't know where I was. I was confused, and I went into this fantasy that I worked at an advertising agency, and it was my job to come up with a slogan for the flip side cracker. And I'm late for work, but I get there. I got regular sized pants on. And they're like, Greg, what is your slogan? And I'm like, all right, you ready for it? The flip side cracker, it fucks your mouth with flavor. Not everybody there agrees with that idea. That's not something you put on a box. Some people are going, oh, I don't like that. Other people are like, but it does kind of fuck your mouth with... Everyone is sort of... And then there's a guy, Brian. You know Brian, he works in your office, super codependent, has to smooth it out for everybody. I don't think that's what Greg means. That's not what he means. He doesn't mean that what Greg's saying is that the flip side cracker makes love to your mouth with flavor. And I'm like, no, Brian. No, that's not what I mean, because that's not what happens. It doesn't light a candle. It shoves you against your refrigerator, pulls your pants down, and fucks your mouth with flavor. And as they're walking me out of the advertising agency with my box full of stuff, I'm trying to save my job. The Cadbury cream egg, it's a chocolate blowjob. Get out! So are they right? Are they right? Is that the guy you want to be with, ladies? Some crazy fucked up guy with cake on his chest? Spits his pudding in and out and takes a chocolate bath? Can't hold a job? Huh? Because that's what happens when it's just food. You go crazy because that's the only joy you get. And if you think about it, everything that's awesome in life is just an attempt to replicate sex. We're just trying to create that feeling in other ways. The Cadbury cream egg is sex. For your mouth. The Rolling Stones are sex for your ears. Arj is just a good comic. A really good comic. I wanted to comment on what these guys were saying, but I couldn't listen to them. And you want to know why? Because this girl's shirt is open. Yeah. Yeah. I'm married. I don't want to have sex with her, but her shirt is open and I couldn't stop. And you know what I wasn't thinking? God, I hope she has a biscuit. Wasn't thinking that. And I'm sorry, and I apologize to your boyfriend. If that's your boyfriend, I apologize. Good for you. Fuck. But let's put Arj's theory to the test. I don't want to decide. We shouldn't decide. You know what this is? This is a panel of clowns. Let's get a real person up here. Let's get a real person. You know what I need right now? I need an 18 to 25-year-old single male up here. 18 to 25, single, straight. Just because I haven't checked with Paul. So straight. Single? Come on up, brother. Come on up here. Come on up the stairs, man. How are you?
Not bad.
Nice to see you. What's your name?
Brett.
Brett, where are you from, Brett?
Melbourne.
Melbourne, all right. So here's the scenario, Brett. Go with me. Brett has only an hour left to live. Do you want to know why? Because he's going to save the planet. He's going to fly a rocket straight into the sun. Don't ask about the scenario. I don't understand it myself. It just is what is happening. Brett leaves in 15 minutes. If he returns, he will be, they're going to call the planet Brett. Let's just put it that way. It will no longer be called Earth. It'll be called Brett. It will be called Brett. We have allowed Brett to choose to have one human pleasure before we send him at light speed into the face of the sun. Kate, will you come out here, please? They told us when we did this show, you can have anything you want. I'm like, I'm the only one that asked for a bikini model? Are you kidding me? All right, Brett. Now here's your choice. You can have this delicious chocolate cake, and this is as good as I promised earlier. Remember when I was running around? I would rub that on my chest in a heartbeat. And when this is over, or you can have a kiss from Kate. Now, I just want to remind you that you're a dude. You claim to be straight, and I bet your friends have televisions, but I'm not trying to sway your opinion. Come a little closer, will you? Come stand over here. So what's it going to be, Brett?
I think it'll have to be a kiss.
It will have to be a kiss. Brett, Kate, everybody. Thank you, buddy. Head on back to your seat. Kate, this way. I rest my case.
Greg Behrendt!